So what's the most valuable thing in life is time. Because time is something you can never get back. And here in PerfectMIND, in our September release, we focus so much on saving our clients time. And some of the features that I'm going to talk about today, it talks about that. The first feature is social site made simple. So we're going to go to the settings and look at the ways that you can now create pages. With a smart client, you could go and create applications, objects. You can create permissions for different groups of people. How do you want public to see your website? How do you want your logged in members to see your website? Do you want them to see different pages? Because they've been your customer for a while, so obviously you want them to see something different. All those permissions was available to our clients through a smart client. But it was available in different modules and in different sections. So we would get continuously calls in our customer service from clients, how do I do this? How do I create an application and make sure that my clients see it on my website? So in this release, we're proud to release our new pages sections of the social site, where it allows you not only to create permissions for different groups that you're trying to market to on your website, but also to manage all your permissions of your whole software. And also the ability to create menus, meaning the top menu, which we used to call it App Suites in a smart client, and now we call it menu, as well as the tabs where you see can be connected to a page or it can be connected to an application, like your calendar, for example. So if I want to create a new menu on top, I no longer have to go to the smart clients. I'll just click on it and create a name, give it a description if you want, and set is a startup menu, meaning every time somebody logs in, show them this menu first by default. Allow them to pick other menus later. So which one do you want to be by default? Usually social site menu is by default selected for your customers on your website, because you don't want them obviously to see your office or your money apps. You want them to see your website only. So social site is usually picked as a startup menu. So then you try on the right side, give the permissions. Who do you want to see this new menu that you just built? Beside yourself, who are global admin, do you want everyone else to see this? Do you want just your employee to see this page or this menu? Or do you want the public also see this? So if I select the public as well and then save, then you will find that menu created. And if you go to your top menu up there and restart the software, you will also see your menu on top as well. So it's a great way of creating a new menu, originally called App Suites. The second thing we can do is, as you can see here, is to create a page. So to create a page now has become so much easier. All you have to do is go again to your settings, go to your pages, go to the menu that you want to create that page under. So in this case, I create the new menu and I click on the new page. All I have to do is give it a name, which shows up on the tab, give it a title, give the permission again. Who wants to see this? Do you want it just for your members, or do you want everyone to see that? And then at the bottom, you will notice two new editors. One for your mobile and one for your regular desktop. And then we have another feature that actually we have replaced our HTML editor, where John's going to talk about, and he's going to tell you how great is this new editor. So anyway, you create the page right here, you put your content. Now you want to make sure that you take advantage of these mobile users out there, so you go to the mobile section and you also create your mobile site, which is optimized for any type of mobiles, as iPhone or all kind of Androids, a smartphone. So then you save, and the page is created. Immediately, you can see the page on top. Now what if I created these pages and these tabs, but I don't like it to sit like that? So I want to go to social site, for example, and I want to move a page from one spot to another. Instead of looking at the tab always the same spot, I want to make the My New Site and bring it and put it under social site and keep it under Lounge. So if I go to my social site now, with just a drag and drop, it's easy drag and drop, you see your page appear there. Isn't that great? So a true CMS, drag and drop, creation of website. Create any page you want, drag and drop your applications as well as your pages, give any type of permissions you want for people to see within minutes. And that's why we called it the social pages made simple. And that's one of our main feature of this month. We'll go to the pages again. And other things are that you can actually, right from here, clone a page. So if you already made a page and you like the templates and you like the way it looks, all you have to do is just clone it. You don't need to go through all that hard work again. And then save it and you'll get what you need to get. In this version, we have also released a new feature of making, again, a continuation of making an easy social site, was the ability to be able to make a completely different looks of websites. Our clients had come to us and said, can I make my tabs bigger? Can I change the fonts? Can I change the color? Now our clients are asking for more. Now, personally, I always recommend simple navigation website. I don't like when I go to websites where I have thousands of pages, because then I get lost. It's better always to keep the websites very easy, allow the customers when they come to your website for the first time, for them not to get lost and know exactly the steps they need to take. And that usually is achieved by having the minimum pages. But when you look at the SEO and search engine optimization and marketing, obviously the more landing pages you have, the better it is, because you can attract different groups of people to your website. And that is easily possible through a social site. But when it comes to the look of the website, how do we make things different? How do we make it easier? How do we make our advanced users, the people who are very familiar with editing CSS and HTML, to be able to come in and build websites for marketing agencies, for bigger companies, or even a small company wants to change the way they want to brand themselves differently than their competitor. So how do we make that change? With this new release, we have created a new feature called Custom CSS. So if again you go to your settings and go to themes, we have already made a whole bunch of themes for our clients where they can select from. So right now in this theme, as you can see, we're on the business. And you can go there and customize it easily by changing some colors. But how do I get somebody come to do more advanced things? Some of the advanced features that we've added was ability to go up there on the background pages and pick another background image for your website. So you go to your gallery and pick an image, and that comes in the background. Or go back there, Pedram, again. So, or how can you go in and change the font? So we've added some actually properties that people can easily customize their website. But in addition, we've gone in there and we said, okay, we have to fundamentally make this easy for advanced HTML editors or people who professionally build websites. If our clients are asking us to build them a completely different websites, our professional website builders, they can do this through social site. So why don't we give also the same tool? Why don't we make it available for them to be able to do this as well? So what we've done, we've come up with something called Custom CSS, where you can see on the bottom, where you can actually put any type of CSS you want and overwrite the social site to make it look any way you want. So what we've done is, I'm going to actually do a sample here. So we're going to pick, but maybe actually, why don't we clone business? Why don't we clone business? Can we clone it first? So we clone that themes, so that way we don't modify something that we're already working on in case we want to go back. and that always happens. So you clone it first, and then we go in there and we paste the new CSS in there, which has been done, this piece of code, through one of our professional, which we have now uploaded to the custom CSS. Now I go up there and I save, and we're going to see a big change in the way this website now looks. So we save, and we make it active, and as you can see, the website had completely changed. The tabs are different, they're larger, the top menu looks different, all the fonts has changed. So it was very easy to customize the website within seconds. You like that feature? Now I want to show you some of the sample website that we've done, and we welcome all our clients, if they come up with different themes that they like to share with other clients, to send that to us so we can put it in our marketplace for people to be able to share and collaborate and use as their own website. So some other website that we have built just to show off these custom themes of this new feature has been that I'm going to show you some of those websites. One of them is a shoe shop, right? So it's a shoe store where you can see the lounge up there has been completely customized with graphics and photos, and as you can see, it's a beautiful website and does not look like standard social site. Another website that we have done as a test is our own PerfectMIND, the new PerfectMIND website, which will be released most likely in the next 30 days. As you can see, again, the theme is completely different. Do you like this new website? Yeah? So you can make any type of social site, any type of website, anytime. Whether you do it yourself to customize a pre-existing theme, or you want to give it to a professional to create a complete professional website for you. September release, we focus on creating easy website, but also we focus on some of our products that we already offer to our clients. Some of these applications are being consumed by employees. For example, I'm using a contact application to enter all my leads or all my contacts. At the same time, some of these applications are also now being put on your own website or social site. So public can consume. For example, you might want to have an object called employees, where you can choose the employee of the month and put that on your website for other people to interact with it. Some of these applications are being shown on a public site differently than they are shown to an employee. So we wanted to make sure that experience is easy. One of the examples I'm going to use today is actually for our application called products. In your e-commerce situations, in your e-store, we go to our product page and we see 4 products here right now in a cart view. We have seen this before, where I can turn this cart view by simply editing it into a grid view, into a list view. So you can choose between. You can make one view for your employees. You can make the cart view for your public or people who visit your website. We had both. Now, the new features that we are introducing in September release is how do I feature a product? Say, for example, I have the bestseller, or I have a product that I'm trying to, is on sale that I want to sell. How do I feature that product within thousands of products I already have in this application? It's very easy. You click on the product. We have a new feature called Featured. It's a checkbox. Simply, you pick that checkbox on every product that you're trying to feature. You save, then you pick another product and you feature it. Maybe you pick 3 products and you feature, or 2, and this is how you see it. So now you see actually your grid and you see all your featured product on top. Like that? Now, one of the great features that we have added is that the ability for you to change this featured product, as you can see the label on top, call it bestsellers if you want it. You can change the name to anything you want, and it will appear that way. Now you can see on the bottom of the list, you can see the featured products, but you see also all other products in a grid. But what I want to do in this demo, I want to actually keep it as best features, but I still keep the bottom part also as a card view. So Pedram, can we show that off? So you come here, and I edit this.
You want to show card view as well?
And you can see it on the bottom that the same product not only is featured, but all other products as a card view. So you have all that options. Now, we wanted to put this feature out, but as you can see, PerfectMIND is a platform, is a business platform, and every feature that we offer is not necessary just for one application. Right now, we're demonstrating just one application called products. But where else can we use these features?
Memberships.
Okay, it's great for membership type businesses where you want to make somebody a student of the month, right? So you can have it under your contact. Where else can we use this?
Albums.
On your albums, you want to make some of your photos in your albums to be featured where people can see first. Where else can we use this? Maybe if you're a software company like us and you're creating defects, and some defects are important, you want to make sure they're featured. Some of the cases that you want to be featured, right? Things that are important. This way you can actually go in any type of applications and select certain customers to be featured. It's also a great way of actually to get your members on your website to be featured. You can have member of the month for your website, so you can feature them like any other social media network sites.
So with this release of PerfectMIND, we've also further expanded on making the social site CMS component much more powerful. The HTML editor is now equipped with advanced image editing. Everything from borders, alignment, resizing the images is very easy to do, and overall, the editor is much more user-friendly. One of the additional features that's my favorite is the ability to create a hyperlink to any kind of file that is stored within your database, meaning you no longer have to link to files that are stored on Google Docs. For example, if you want to have a link to a document or a PDF or a Word doc of any type. In addition to that, you can also store things like videos, flash files, images of any kind, and even templates can be stored inside this database to help you edit your web pages quicker. Now, because you'll be putting much more data and much more different type of files into these folders, we've also updated the way the folders are structured. Before, for each database, you had one big folder that you stored everything in. Now we've created multi-level folders, which can be scalable to any kind of organization. Example, for a single business, if the situation is you have more than one department, you can name the folders off of the departments, such as sales or marketing. If you had more than one person, they can have their own folder named after them. Or for our enterprise level clients, you could have a folder named after each particular office site. It's a much better editor, it's a great CMS tool, and I know you're going to love it. Check it out. With this release of PerfectMIND, we've added yet another feature to our favorite app, the Lounge. As the popularity of this app rages on, we've added a very, very important feature called notifications. Anytime the author of a post, a blog, or a question has a comment or any response posted, they'll receive an email notification, just like Facebook. Also, if you participate in that post by leaving a comment yourself and another comment is left after, you will also receive a notification. So now, that one-of-a-kind social wall that you can embed on any blog or on your website has notifications driven to increase the participation in the conversation on your website. Check it out. All right, with last month's PerfectMIND release, we added a bunch of features to our checkout app to make it a more improved app for both online checking out as well as the retail experience. This month, we focused in on the retail experience even further. We've added credit card swiping. Simply swipe the credit card, and if the client does not have a payment method on file already, it'll populate all the information for you, the credit card number, the expiry, and all the information you need to complete that transaction. What's even better, though, is if you do have that payment method on file, it'll automatically find the customer, populate all the information, and take multiple clicks and make it only one click to complete the transaction. It's that easy with the new PerfectMIND checkout app and credit card swiping. The final feature we'd like to talk about today in the PerfectMIND release is the new customizable schedule app. Now, our in-house calendar that's built into the system that both the internal staff or the managers use, we call that the calendar. And inside that, you can customize any kind of event type that you like. So for our membership services businesses, you could have classes, workshops, private sessions, and so on. Now, externally, we have an embeddable schedule app. This is a schedule that you can embed on Facebook, a blog, or your website, which allows both your customers to be able to see when events are occurring, as well as even book themselves online and even pay for them. Now, one of the features that we added this month is the ability to separate the different types of events and embed them on different pages. So for example, if you offer more than one kind of service, you can have a schedule on multiple pages of your website. On one page, I could have my classes schedule. On another page, I could have my workshop schedule, making it easy for the external clients or prospective clients to find exactly what it is they're looking for, book themselves, and pay for it. It's one of the most powerful features available for any kind of membership-based software, and I definitely encourage you to check it out.